Hey, it's BT with the Indy GP review. Sorry it took so late, but man, actually it was real weird. I live in Indy. I live 5 miles from the track, and I was exhausted from the weekend, and I couldn't get this up early enough. So I apologize to everybody, but I appreciate you guys wanting it. I really do. But man, I was exhausted. Anybody that's been through MotoGP weekend, Americans on the MotoGP weekend, it's like a family reunion, and man, I was just beat and exhausted and tired, so I apologize, but let's get it on, man. Enough about my problems, but the after party was great. Oh my God, it was great. Red Bull after party, MotoGP weekend, my hometown, recipe for exhaustion. Anyway, here we go, let's start with the race. Moto 3 was about as crazy as Donald Trump on a bad hair day. I mean, it had everything, the drama, you know, it was overcast, right? So the guys were on the grid, and just when the guys are on the grid, the rain comes. Just enough rain where it's annoying, where you go, oh, shit. So they couldn't decide whether to put rain tires on or slicks. And now I'm there live, okay? So I'm there on the grid, and as the race starts, you see they're coming around on the sighting lap, and as they're coming around, teams are going in. So they're going to change tires. Now I'm watching this as the race starts, and I'm going, what the hell is going on? And the funniest thing is to see the Moto 3 guys in Indy, their grid is on the far end of pit lane. It's on the far end of pit lane. But the Moto 3 guys on their box is on the about a starting line. So those guys had to sprint all the way down. And it's funny to watch these guys sprint, because even though they're young, you can tell they haven't ran since like 6th grade. So they got that awkward kind of, and they're trying to like this, and they go change the tires, and it's hilarious. I mean, to watch those guys run. I mean, it's not funny, but it was. You know, when you see somebody fall down, it's not funny, but it kind of is. Unless they're older, then you go, oh, I hope they're okay. But it was still kind of funny, right? I don't know what the hell that was. Anyway, so let's get on with the race. So you're watching all this drama go down, and then the fact that I feel sorry for the kids, because especially Danny Kent. Danny Kent got no points. No points, which means me and Danny Kent got the same amount of points that weekend. 0. If I was him, I'd have been, only because if you watch him coming to the pits, his pit crew acted like, yeah, hey, so what's going on, Danny? You want some tea? Want some Starbucks? Hey, man, you know what? I got this funny story. And he's like, hey, guys, could you kind of hurry the hell up? We're kind of in a race here. And they screwed him. So I thought Danny Kent, among a lot of pit crews, they screwed. Now, it's okay not to know, to have, you know, on the tires, like should we go rain tires or slicks. I understand that. But the fact they didn't have a sense of urgency, that's what pissed me off. That's why I like Fanati. See what you want about Romano Fanati? He came in with that stereotypical Italian temper, like, he was like waving to the guy, get the hell over here. And they were like, and they ran down there to help him. Say what you want about Fanati. Fanati did great. He finished, I believe he finished 4th. Fanati finished 4th. And if you watched the race, it was crazy. Now, I couldn't hear what was going on. I knew what was going on, but I couldn't hear what was going on until I got home and watched the race again. It was great. It was nutty. That race was crazy. And props to Livio Loy. I don't care what you say about Livio Loy. Livio Loy, if you know the background, he had with Mark VDS, he got fired from Mark VDS. And from what I understand, just a word around the campfire, is that, you know, they kind of screwed him over. He said it was the bike. They said it was him. He got fired. He was without a ride for a little bit. And if you look at that kid's face, man, he was so happy. And he did the business, man. He stayed out on slicks. He took a gamble, and it paid off for him. God bless the kid. If you just, that whole podium was all new people: John McPhee, Philip Ertl, and Livio Lloyd. God bless the kid, man. I love that kid. You had to see his face. He was just as grateful as you think he should be. And that's what I loved about that race, man. So God bless Livio Lloyd. It was great. But Danny Kent, I thought his people screwed him. The lead is down to 56 points, which is really good, actually. I mean, he can avoid having a bad race, which was a bad race for Danny Kent. He's got no points now. I mean, he got no points. So, but still, and Inaya Bastianini lived up to his reputation as the beast, because he finished 6th. And that was a great 60. He actually passed Livio Lloyd. He was a lap down and passed the leader. Only when you see a leader get the blue flag, that's when you know how fast the back marker, so to speak, he was. He was like, he passed Livio Lloyd to unlap himself. I thought, so props to Inaya Bastianini and Romano Fanati. Although I still think it's going to be Danny Kent's to win. I can't see him screwing up anymore after this. But hey, racing's racing, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Moto 2. Moto 2 finally became the Moto 2 of old, and those guys went at it. props to Dominique Gerter. He's my friend, but also I just felt for him. The guy ran a great race. And believe it or not, Johan Tight Shoes Zarco, man, I don't know who lit a fire in his ass, but man, that dude did some aggressive racing. I can't say it was dirty, just aggressive. He stood up Dominique twice, and the last time Dominique couldn't recover from it. And I felt for him, man. I mean, I thought he had to win, but props to Alex Rins. Alex Rins, that guy, you watch Alex Rins, it was heard that the only one Johan Zarco is really kind of afraid of is Alex Rins. Watch Alex Rins. He raced a smooth race, came in with 2 laps left, and it was done. That race was a close race until 2 laps in. Rins did what he had to do, and he was done. Johan Zarco did a great race. I got to give it to him. He was aggressive, but he wants to win that title. I mean, he does. It showed, but I kind of want to see a backflip. I want to see him do a backflip in Indy. That'd be kind of good, you know. But I thought he was aggressive. I mean, you can see it in his face. I mean, he really wanted to get that win. I wanted Dominic to get that win also, but, you know, that's what happens. That's racing. Like I said, it's racing. But Johan Tight Shoes Zarco, congratulations on the 2nd place. And 3rd place, Morbidelli. Franco Morbidelli, props to him. Got his first podium. I called it. I said he's going to get his first podium, and he did. So props to Franco Morbidelli. I thought he ran a great race. God bless the kid. So Moto 2, finally lived up to the billing. Great race all the way through. Kept you on the edge of your seat. Dominique Gerter, I thought he got screwed around, but hey, that's racing. He'll come back in Bruno. On the Moto GP, who said that Marc Marquez is not maturing? If you watch that race, he didn't let Lorenzo get too far ahead of him. He just followed him and followed him. He stalked him. He did like I do. He stalked him. He was like a creeper on the grid, and he just followed Lorenzo until. And if you knew it was close, if Lorenzo couldn't gap him, then you knew Marquez had it. And he did a great. He passed him with 4 laps to go, and it was over. And it was so smooth, and he blocked him. Marquez is maturing, and you can say what you want to say, but man, I thought Rossi and Pedrosa went at it, and props to Pedrosa. He actually put up a fight this time. I thought it was great. He and Rossi went at it. I thought Rossi was going to actually catch the leaders, and Pedrosa was like, no, not this time. And he actually manned up. He got some sack to him, and he manned up, and he raced Rossi. You know what I'd like to see, though, honestly? It'd be great if Livio Loy pulled, Livio Supo and Marc Marquez got Danny in the room and go, listen, Danny, listen, Danny, listen. You've had your chance, Danny. You had your chance to win the championship. It's up to Mark to win, Danny. And you will do what we tell you. Do you understand, Danny? Do you understand? Do you understand, Danny? You will do what it takes for Mark to win. Do you understand, Danny? I would think it'd be great. And Danny would be like, okay. I think it'd be great. I hope that happens. It's not over yet. Eight races to go, 56 points. Can Marquez do it? I don't know. But if you know that team, well, all the teams are close, I think. Rossi's team is close. Marquez's team is extremely close. And Lorenzo's team. So those guys, they know what it takes to win. And I think, honestly, Marquez, Bruno's going to be the decider. Bruno's a great, I think Rossi loves that track. So it's going to be great to see what happens, man. I thought Lorenzo gained points on Rossi and Marquez gained points on both of them. 8 races to go. Who knows what might happen? Nothing like a wet rain race to throw a monkey wrench in the thing. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens. Second part of the season kicked off in Indianapolis. I apologize for being late. I did one of these yesterday at the airport, but I thought it sucked because I was tired. But I'm doing this one right now. I'm in Key West, Florida, doing it for you guys. I'm in working. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. I had to get this out real quick. So yeah, I thought it was a great race. Race for the race in Moto 3. Livio Lloyd, give it to Livio. Love that kid. Moto 2. Although Alex Rins won, I got to give it to Franco Morbidelli, his first podium racer of the race. And race of the race, Moto GP, goes to Marc Marquez. Great job by Marc. It's interesting to see what the race direction is going to do with Paul Espargo and Cal Crutchlow, because Espargo used his bike as a weapon. He said he didn't see Cal, but it was on a straightaway. It was on a straightaway. And he ran into him on a straightaway. He didn't see him on a straightaway. So let's put it this way. Race direction said, and I quote, what the? They actually said that. I heard race direction said that. I'm not just talking out of my ass. So interesting to see what's going to happen, if anything, with Paul Espargo, because we know this is the Spanish championships. So anyway, I thought it was a great race. Props to those guys. Thank you guys for being patient. Hope you guys enjoy it. And BT Moto GP BT says thank you, and I hope to talk to you guys again. All right, take it easy. Peace.